Looking for cheap Madden coins? Check out my new sponsor, Coinbank UT, for the cheapest, fastest, and most reliable coins on the internet. And I can help you save some money too. Be sure to use my code Bkindel for 15% off your order. Bro, I can't be the only one who thinks that it's weird that the NFL season starts tomorrow. It just doesn't feel like it. Like, dog, if it wasn't for fantasy football, bro, I'd probably have no idea. But the season does start tomorrow, starting out with the Texans versus the Chiefs. Hopefully it's a good game. Be sure to hit that like button, and in the comment section, let me know who you're rooting for in that game. But today, we're going to be predicting the NFL season, the division winner, the playoffs, Super Bowl champ, who I think is going to win some MVP, some improved players, defensive player of the year, stuff like that. We don't post a lot of IRL NFL videos on this channel, but if you're into Madden content, if you enjoy playing the game, or just want to learn how to get better at the game, this is Channel B. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and we got a lot to cover, boys, so we're going to start it out with absolute bane. My banner pick for who I think will surprise in the 2020 NFL season in the AFC North is the Cleveland Browns. I got the Browns at 12-4, Ravens 11-5, Steelers 9-7, Bengals 7-9. I don't know, bro. I got a feeling about Baker this year. Got rid of Andy Kitchens, new head coach, added Austin Hooper, man, getting in a new scheme to go along with Jarvis Landry, OBJ, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, Austin Hooper, got Jack Conklin and a first-round pick on that offensive line. There's no weak spots on that offense. Baker's going to improve. Plus, you got a young defense with Grant Delpit, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. A lot of weapons on the Browns to love. Ravens, they had their weak spots last year, man. They had their weaknesses along the line. They brought some reinforcements in. It's really up to how they play. I think they take a step back from last year, but not by much. Steelers defense is going to be good, but it's really going to be up to how Big Ben plays to determine their season. I still got them at a 9-7 record, and then Bengals at 7-9 in Joe Burrow's first year. So good improvement right there, but I believe they're about a year or two away from seriously contending in this division. One of the most stacked divisions in the NFL in my opinion, but I think the Browns finally pull it off. AFC South is the exact opposite. I believe it's one of the weakest divisions in the NFL. I got Titans at 12-4. They run a very heavy run game. Plus, they got some beast off the edge that can come at you. The signing of Clowney helps that out. Texans 7-9, Colts 5-11. Phillip Rivers just towards the end of his career, and Jaguars at 2-14. I believe Texans are honestly one of the more overrated teams in the NFL, but I like what they did the offseason. But Brandon Cooks, Randall Cobb, David Johnson, those are walking injuries, bro. Those aren't guys you replace D-Hop with. And then just like everybody else, I believe the Jaguars will be the worst team in the NFL this year at 2-14. They'll get the #1 overall pick. They'll draft Trevor Lawrence with that #1 overall pick and have a QB for the future. We're going to go into another very weak division in the AFC East, man. A lot of pieces left. Patriots saw Tom Brady move on. The Bills added Stephon Jackson, and then Dolphins, Jets are teams kind of in a rebuild process. I got the Patriots win this at 9-7. I believe Cam's going to come out with a revenge, a chip on his shoulder. He's going to ball out, not like the MVP form, but a very solid starting quarterback. Bills at 6-10, I think they'll be better. I do. I will not be surprised if the Patriots and Bills flip-flop records right here, but just because of the defense. Patriots, probably a top 3 defense in the NFL, absolutely cracked on defense. I believe they'll be at 9-17, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bills switch plays. Dolphins, they're in a rebuild process. Tua ain't going to start most of the year. Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to. They got a couple years left. And then Jets, Adam Gase is the worst head coach in the NFL by far, bro. The dude's an idiot. The dude gives me hope that I can someday land an NFL coaching gig. 3-13 for the Jets. Poor Jets fans. Now we get some heat with the AFC West, man. We got the Chiefs at 12-4. The defending Super Bowl champs do it again, make it back to the playoffs. But the team, I think, it's always between Broncos and Chargers for a #2 spot. I got the Chargers here, man. Ty Guy coming in that offense. People forget he was once a very good quarterback, and there's some weapons on this offense for him to throw to. New quarterback coming to a new scheme. You need to have guys that can create separation. How about the second best route runner in the NFL in Keenan Allen? You got one of the better tight ends in the league in Hunter Henry. You got one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL, Mike Williams. Look at his tape, bro. This guy catches everything. And then you got a great running back in Austin Eckler that can not only help you in the run game, but hell, if you need to dump it off, Austin Eckler's your guy, bro. He had almost 100 receptions last year. I expect them to do a lot of the same thing. Good offense for Tyrod to come in, a new QB. He'll kind of get things going up till Justin Herbert comes. Plus addition to Chris Harris and some other defense pieces. I believe they'll be great. The injury to Derwin James does kill him a little bit though. Broncos at 9-7. I believe a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on a young offense with Drew Lock, KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy, man. They're gonna be good, man, but you gotta remember these guys are young and haven't proven anything. And then Raiders, improvement, but they still ain't that good. So that's the AFC side of things. Let's move on to the NFC. Starting out with the NFC North. You know, go Pack, go. I'm showing a freaking Bucs jersey. I don't know why they lost yesterday. But I got the Packers at 10-6. Packers are going to take a step back. Defense isn't improved on the run game whatsoever. Linebackers, we are very weak. And we didn't upgrade at wide receivers. So we didn't upgrade at 3 key areas that we needed to. So they'll take a step backwards, but most of the division did too. The Vikings ended up trading Stephon Diggs, replacing with Justin Jefferson. Rookie wide receivers in their first year do not do that great in a new offense. They ended up trading for that drama queen from the Jaguars, bro, but honestly, dude, the dude's a freaking head case. I ain't that worried about much. He'll be in the news more about his ego than he will for making plays. Lions are going to take a huge step forward, bro. They were one of the few teams that I think won the offseason in the NFC North. They addressed their quarterback position. They got a lot younger. Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay are probably the best wide receiver combo in this division. They got Jeff Okudah and DeAndre Swift in this draft. They look like a team on a mission. Not playoff worthy, but 8-8's good enough. And then Bears, man, great defense, but you're not going to win anything with Mitch Trubisky as your starting quarterback and then a running back who's injured and you don't run the ball to be good with, man. Bears, their offense is terrible. This division's pretty deep too with the NFC South. Saints are going to be 12-4. They got the most weapons in the NFL too. Michael Thomas, the slant master. Alvin Kamara can catch anything out of the backfield. Good line. Defense could be a little bit better, but dude, they got weapons. Buccaneers, everybody's talking to them as a Super Bowl contender, man. I don't see it. I think they're a playoff team, but I got them at 10-6. Falcons at 8-8 and Panthers at 4-12, man. Panthers, they just ain't that good. NFCs, the Cowboys are going to go 10-6. This could be the year that they could finally make a run. They have all the weapons in the world for Dak to throw to. You got Zeke in the running game. You got rookie CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, one of the best O-lines in the NFL, man. I think Dak's overrated as hell, but man, with all the weapons he needs to go 10-6 for him to even try to justify how much money he wants. But the thing about Dak, and I'm saying the same thing about Kirk Cousins of why I don't have their teams with more wins, that Dak and Kirk do not perform in primetime games, bro. They do not perform under pressure. Eagles 8-8, man. It really depends. Carson Wentz, can he stay healthy or not? If he doesn't, they're going to be a bad team. He does. I could see him being a little bit better than this 8-8, but still needs pieces. Giants, Redskins, they're in team. I can't even say Redskins. The Washington football team. They're in team in a transition mode. They're trying to get picks. They're trying to get younger. They're going to be bad teams in this division. It's really between the Eagles and the Cowboys, let's face it. This division was very tough to pick. The NFC West, because you got 4 teams that I think could be 500 teams. You got the 49ers who made the Super Bowl last year. But is Jimmy Garoppolo the answer? Does that defense play as good as it did last year? I doubt it. It was a historic defense. I don't think they're going to be able to produce that same number. Garoppolo's going to have to step up. They got Brandon Ayuk now, a rookie from Arizona State. Debo Samuel, 2 young, speedy wide receivers. If Jimmy steps up, and the defense still plays really good, they're going to be a 13-3 team. Seahawks had Jamal Adams in the offseason, man. Man, I would not be surprised if they're the 13-3 team in the division. They're good. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, good running backs. Chris Carson, he stays healthy. He's a great back. To be honest, I 100% could see the 49ers and the Seahawks switching spots here. Rams at 9-7. Rams got a good team, but they trade away a 25 overall running back with knee problems and Todd Gurley, who had an MVP caliber season the year before, and they trade away Brandon Cooks and really got nothing back for him. You're now relying as a rookie in Cam Akers to handle your running load, and you really got to hope that Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods just continue to produce. And then Cardinals, they are right on the brink of being a playoff caliber team. I got them at 8-8, but man, you got Murray, Kenyon Drake, Isaiah Simmons, DeAndre Hopkins, all locked up long term. They're going to be a team on the rise soon, bro. Oh man, that's a lot of talking. But now we get into the playoffs. The first matchup we got is is the Ravens, who were the wild card winner versus the Patriots, who ended up winning the AFC East. I'm gonna go Ravens. This is an obvious one. Patriots offense, I just don't believe has enough firepower to compete with the Ravens' high-powered offense. Moving on, we got Chargers at Browns. I'm gonna go Browns. Like I said, bro, Browns are my sleeper pick this year. They have everything to be a championship caliber team. Steelers, Titans, you know what they want to do with the ball. They're gonna want to run, and they're gonna want to send their defense at you. But honestly, I'm gonna give this one to the Titans though, man. Derrick Henry's tough to bring down. AJ Brown can produce when you need him to. So can Tannehill. And that defense is just as nasty as Pittsburgh's, bro. Packers Seahawks, a rematch of last year's game in the divisional round. I'm gonna give it to the Packers strictly because they're playing at Lambeau, bro. Lambeau in December, January, it's different, bro. People don't understand the weather, the tundra, the frozen tundra. It's different, man. Packers are used to it. Seahawks not. I'm giving it to the Packers all day. Cowboys versus Bucks. This is a good battle right here. Like I said, I think this is the year Cowboys can make a good run. They got all the talent in the world, and I think the Buccaneers are a little bit overhyped. I'm going to give it to the Cowboys. Strictly because their running game is so elite, and then they got a very underrated defense. I feel like the Buccaneers, yeah, they probably did the most on offense, have one of the best offenses in the NFL now, but their defense is still suspect. Cowboys more balanced, well-rounded. Rams versus Saints. Rams somehow snuck into the playoffs, but I'm going to give this one to the Saints, man. Too much talent on that team. So we're moving on to the divisional round. We got the Browns versus the Titans and the Ravens versus the Chiefs. Bro, I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on them Browns. Don't sleep on the Browns. I got the Browns beating the Titans, and then Ravens versus Chiefs. I'm going to give this one to the Ravens this time. I don't know, man. I think Lamar's going to be on a mission this year to prove the haters wrong. Then we got Cowboys, Saints, Packers, 49ers. I'm going to start with this one. Rematch of last year's NFC Championship. Y'all saw how it went. I'm going to give this one to the 49ers, man. They run that same run attack. We didn't do enough on the defensive line to upgrade that. They're going to run for 300 yards on us again. And it's going to suck, and I'm going to be sad. Cowboys, Saints. Saints, man. I ain't got no reason for it. Breeze at the end of his career, he is on a mission as well. This team has all the talent in the world. You had E-Man, you got Michael Thomas, good wide receivers, good defense, good running backs. Team stack. Conference championship game. Ravens, Browns, Saints, Niners. I'm going to start with the NFC this time. I'm going to give it to the Saints, man. The Saints are going to go to the Super Bowl this year for the first time since, what, 2006? Breeze is too good of a quarterback to only make one Super Bowl in his career. Ravens, Brown, man, I'm going back and forth on this one all day. But I believe the speed of Lamar is going to kill the Browns this year. Browns won the division, but ultimately Ravens get the last laugh. They go to the Super Bowl to face the Saints. And in this year's Super Bowl, I got the Ravens led by Lamar Jackson versus the Saints and Drew Brees. Retirement run? I don't know. He's got like, what, 2 years? He probably won't retire. But I'm going to give this one to the Saints. The Saints get the Super Bowl. Drew Brees gets his second ring. Saints are your Super Bowl champions. Shout out Saints fans. Obviously, everything I said exactly going to happen. But one thing I want you to take away, don't sleep on the Browns. And go Pack go. Now, let's get into some award predictions here. I'm going to start out with Comeback Player of the Year. Easy choice, as you can tell by who I think is going to have a great year. I'm going to go Baker Mayfield. He's going to lead the Browns to a 12-4 record. He got slandered all last year. He went from being a very hyped first-round pick with a record-signing season to a terrible second year. The people are starting to question if he's a starting caliber quarterback, to he's one win away from the Super Bowl. Talk about a roller coaster start to your career. But Baker Mayfield is my easy choice for Comeback Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year is generally a very running back heavy award, and we got a lot of good running backs this year. We got that hilarious, I can't even say his name, the Chiefs running back. And we got Jonathan Taylor on the Colts. I'm going to give the edge to Jonathan Taylor. Just because from last report I saw, it sounds like that Damian Williams is still going to be heavily involved in the Chiefs offense. I believe Jonathan Taylor, it won't take long for him to get all max carries, bro. Jonathan Taylor's an absolute stud. He needs to be better in the passing game. But Jonathan Taylor is a type of running back with his speed, his size, that can get 1,300 yards this year. Defensive Rookie of the Year is a tough one. Who am I kidding? No, it's not. Chase Young, Defensive Rookie of the Year, bro. That's an easy one, man. This guy is, I saw him, what, 2 times at Ohio State when they played the Badgers? This is one of the most athletic, freakish athletes I've ever seen on defensive line, bro. The things he can do. He's so fast. He's so good with his hands. Just shoves 300-pound men out of the way. Gets back to the quarterback insanely quick. Dude's unbelievable. Like, I'm talking like Lawrence Taylor level skill. Whether he gets that far in his career, really up in the air, but he's rookie of the year. Defensive player of the year, I'm gonna go with another Brown here. I'm gonna give it to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett obviously was in the news for some that happened with the Steelers, man. He really used his head on that one. But I believe he's gonna come back. I think he'll get 16 to 18 sacks on that defensive line, and he'll just be an absolute beast in the pass game and the run game. No, your MVP for the 2020 NFL season, I'm gonna give it to Russell Wilson. Dude, Russell Wilson's too good not to have won an MVP yet. The only player that I think right now that can compete with him, obviously you got Mahomes, you got Lamar, but that's too boring. That's too boring. We all predict that. But the only other ones that I think that can compete with Lamar and Mahomes are Russell Wilson, and then if my prediction comes true, Drew Brees is going to have a huge year. But I'm going to give the edge to Russell Wilson. He gets his first MVP. He only led his team to 11-5 record, but still, man, Russ has that clutch gene in him. There you boys have it. Every prediction for the 2020 to 2021 NFL season, from playoff winners to Super Bowl champ to MVP, Defense Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, we covered it all. If you guys enjoyed this video and you do want to see more NFL videos, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comments some of your predictions for this season, whether it be your Super Bowl winner, your MVP, your defensive MVP, anything you want. Let me know one prediction you have for the NFL season, whether it's bold or realistic. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.